All right, welcome back. Key features of the U.S. Constitution. All right, so we're going to go through 6 different ideas. Now, 3 of them we have talked about already in multiple videos: limited government, republicanism, and popular sovereignty. So I'm going to go through those pretty quickly when we get there. The first 3, though, we're going to spend some time with. All right, so our first one is separation of powers. The idea here is that governmental powers are split up, separated, and assigned to 3 different branches of government. So, Congress gets the power to make laws. The president has the main power to enforce the laws. And the judicial branch has the power to interpret the laws. So the idea is that the jobs are split up, divided among the 3, so each branch has its own area of responsibility. We also have checks and balances. Now, the important thing is to not use those 2 terms, separation of powers and checks and balances, interchangeably. They're not the same. Yes, they're very similar. They go together. Separation of powers, each branch gets their own job. Checks and balances, though, is when each branch is given the ability to block or influence the actions of the other branches. So now this is one branch affecting another branch. So there needs to be some kind of interaction when we're talking about checks and balances. So each branch is given the ability to block or influence. So the president vetoes a law that Congress made. The Supreme Court rules a law Congress made unconstitutional. Congress, they get to make the jurisdiction of the court. We'll talk about a lot of these examples, and they're there for you right there anyways, but that's your main idea. All right, so now taking these 2 things together, separation of powers and checks and balances, why do we have them? Well, the idea is to prevent any one branch or person from obtaining too much power. And so that is a common purpose to both of them, preventing the concentration of power. It also, both of them provide multiple access points for stakeholders. The AP test uses that term, stakeholders. What it means is people, citizens, us, you and I. Provides multiple access points, so meaning we can influence policy by going to Congress and trying to get them to do what we want, going to the president and trying to get them to do what we want, and going to the Supreme Court, the judiciary, and getting them to do what we want. So we have multiple places from which to influence policy. So that's another benefit. And finally, again, purpose here is to ensure that the people's will is represented and that freedom is preserved. So that's the ultimate goal of having separation of powers, checks and balances. Not letting anybody get too powerful, making sure that people remain free, and that the government responds to what the people want it to do. All right, Federalist number 51, it argued for separation of powers and checks and balances. There is another video that discusses Federalist 51 in great detail, but you see that phrase that's highlighted there. Ambition must be made to counteract ambition. So give each branch some power so that it can limit the power of the other branches. So each one doesn't want to get trampled by the others. Give them each a little power over each other, and that way we can keep bad policies from getting made. All right, federalism is the division of powers between national, state, and local governments. We have probably about 5 or 6 videos that are going to deal with this in great detail. So for now, that as a definition will suffice. It's division of powers now between national, state, and local. So separation of powers separates power at the national level into 3 branches. Now we have some powers go to national, some to state, some to local. Again, other principles of the Constitution that we have discussed already: limited government. The government is restricted to only being able to do what it's allowed to do according to the Constitution. Republicanism, a representative form of government. That is Sarah Palin on the left, right? Right? And popular sovereignty, which guarantees that people are the source of power. If this video helped you at all, please subscribe, hit the like button. This has been a LaMoney Production.